Hi fam, welcome to Heal Out Loud. I want to thank everyone who watched my Heal Out Loud episode, who told you were naked last week. But I also want to give you a little background about what Heal Out Loud is about. Heal Out Loud is about becoming whole, WHOLE. But if you've ever noticed my logo for Heal Out Loud, you'll notice that you can't really see the W in the E. And that was purposeful because I believe that we are what's missing from our own healing. We are what's missing from us becoming whole. And what I mean by healing and whole is I mean it in every sense of the word. Spiritual healing, emotional healing, mental healing, but more importantly, spiritual healing. And I wanted to break down Heal Out Loud, each letter. The H in heal out loud requires that we do our healing in honesty. And that requires that we stop lying to ourselves about where we are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But just be honest with ourselves. Be honest with where we are, who we are. And also requires us to be honest with others as well. The O in Heal Out Loud, it means just that, being out, being open, being vulnerable without fear of rejection. The L in Heal Out Loud requires that we do our healing in love. Love for ourselves and love for others. I always say, my husband, he's a chef. And I always say that I'm his biggest cheerleader, but I'm also his worst critic. And not because I just like being critical, but because I love him enough to see him, to want to see him grow, to want to see him be better, do better. I'm the same way with my girls. And so healing out loud is not so much a how do you as opposed to as it is a how did I rather. A lot of my content is going to be coming from my own personal experiences and what I've gone through and how I've healed out loud. And so one of the next episodes you'll see is how I was blackmailed. Another episode that you'll see is how I sold my soul for a handful of chips. And these are just teachable moments. This Heal Out Loud is about being a place of solidarity, a place of I see you, I understand what you're going through because maybe I've gone through it too. The Bible tells us in James chapter 5 verse 16, confess your faults one to another and pray ye for one another so that ye may be healed. And so that's what Healing Out Loud is about. And I will hope that you will come back and heal out loud with me. Share, like, and tell someone about it. Thank you.